Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in Dallas, Texas suburbs, and we're there at the Blue Oval Car Barn. I'm with Finley Ledbetter, and he's got a great Mustang for us. Finley, what year, make, and model is this one?
We got a 71 Boss 351 that was part of a 4-car barn find in Alabama a couple of years ago.
And it's all being restored, and we're actually going to take it out on one of its first cruises. So I wanted to show you this from the side to start with, because that shape is definitely 71, 72. Was this the same body shape in 73, or did they change it completely?
No, it's the same shape, but they made quite a few changes. The front bumper, the grille, it's pretty obvious to spot, but the 71s and 72s are pretty close.
Wow, this looks great. Let's just take a little deeper, closer look. Really looks good with the white on black. We put it in the sun for you. You can see the beautiful red interior, ram air, and all of the Bosses were 351s, correct?
They're all high performance 351s. They're all ram air. They're all 391 track lock. They're all 4 speeds. Mechanically, they're all very similar. There were some aesthetics and some options, power windows, different interior, but basically they're the same car from a performance standpoint. All 1,800 of them.
You know, it's interesting. Obviously, you've got the 60s design, but the 71s, it seems like you don't see as many of them anymore. It's got a great chin spoiler there, too.
A big difference in the earlier models and these, if you look at the earlier models, there's a cowl right here, and the hood only comes to right here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look at these hoods and say, man, what a long hood, what a long nose.
Yeah.
But really, if you were to put the cowl in here, like on a normal 70, 69 Mustang, the hood's only about an inch, inch and a half longer.
Got it. And I know that you had one of these as a high schooler, and this has become your passion. You're really the guy for the 71 Mustangs, the Bosses, the 429s, etc.
Yeah. If I would have had this car, I would have probably gotten a lot of trouble. I had an M code 4-speed convertible, which was enough.
Do we have the keys for the trunk by chance?
I can get them out of the car.
And I'll just, while we're there, I just want to show how tight that back window look is. We may have stuff in the trunk. We haven't sorted that through yet.
There's no telling what's in here, because this car was just for restoration.
Okay.
So it hadn't been prepped yet, so the spare jack and all that hadn't been put in the car yet.
But it looks great. So this is literally a fresh restoration. I'm going to go to the interior.
Sure.
We got they call those the rally wheels.
They're called Magnums.
Magnums. Oh, that looks great. Check out.
I wasn't really sure what it was going to look like with red. I didn't have a red interior, white car. Once I got it together, it kind of works.
Yeah, it really does. As we can see, it has the right amount of pedals. You can see it has, although it has this many miles on it, it looks like a brand new car. It even smells like a brand new car. Your Hearst 4-speed. I like how the instrumentation is right up the center, like so. You've had this one for
a couple of years.
Yeah, 2002, 2003. Interesting how, if you look in the back seat there, you've got you've got this big sill here. You can kind of sit tightly in the back. It's just a little 2-seater in the back.
I have to tell you, I've had quite a few chicks in one of these before, so you can pack a few in here.
That's good to know.
In my younger days.
Yeah, your younger days. Good. Not many chicks back there today. We're going to pop the hood. You can see how these work. Just like so. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. I want to start with the ram air. As you can see, the rubber fits in there. Left hand, right hand flappers open up to put your cold air in. I know. Now, what do we have here? Is this an oil cooler?
That's an oil cooler for the power steering.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the power steering.
Power steering cooler.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Boy, it's fun to see one of these, and you get to see them every day because you have many of them, and you can see the little pieces there on the back. Your check mark there. Your battery okay. Your P for paint. Even the markings down in here. Just fantastic. And I know that you've just focused on these years and you're the person to speak with. This is great. Well, let me show one other auto light there. The only thing we've got left to do is we're gonna fire this one up. Oh, that sounds great. Can you step on the brakes for a second, Finley? Nice, those are sorted out. Then listen to it idle. Go ahead, give it a rev. All the rocks blowing. All the rocks look blowing. All right, well, let's take it for a ride, shall we?
Sure, let's go.
Here we are in the 1971 Ford Mustang 351. I'm with Finley, and this is relatively a new one that we're sorting out. Tell us about that.
This is one of many cars that we haven't got prepped yet, and our prep process is to go through everything and make them mechanically as close to right as we can.
Okay.
So all the heavy work's been done, the appearance work, the restoration, the rust removal, all the pretty stuff, but the stuff that really makes it a good car, adjusting the shifter, adjusting the clutch, tweaking the brakes, tweaking the carburetor. You know, there's a lot of prep work that goes into one of these, applying all the little stickers and marks, the center caps on the wheels. Sometimes it's adding some of the printed matter and material that goes with the car. The prep work depends on how do you want the car. You want the car to be judged, and then the prep work is pretty extensive. If it's just going to go into a collection or going to be a driver, it's not quite as bad. But we've got 5 or 6 lined up, and this is one we haven't prepped yet. So we may not make it today. We're going to go for a little ride. We'll see how it does. But it has actually been driven around the block once in its life. This is going to be the second time.
Here we go. We got an open road at least. Find out those brakes work right there.
Yeah, it is
great.
It is a proper Boss 351. It's very powerful, very responsive, well-balanced car. Probably one of the better balanced cars that I drive. You know, the big block cars are a little front heavy. The Boss 429s are really front heavy. You don't want to put them in a big turn or a sweeping turn. These cars, actually for what they are, they handle pretty well. The power steering, or the steering, the suspension, the competition suspension of the Boss is nice. These are nice cars. And they're a really fast little street light to street light car, a quick car. I call them a quick car. There's fast cars and there's quick cars. This is a quick one.
Well, Finley, we already showed the 70 Ranchero video, so we're gonna stay away from the acceleration runs in town. We've already met some of the finest that Mineral Wells has. Police officers.
You know, I noticed that policeman yesterday's name was Glover, and I started to try to stack up a conversation with him because there were 2 Glover brothers that lived right back there by the football stadium when I was a kid, and they had a 427 big-bodied Fords.
Okay.
And they were a little bit of a street threat. They were those guys with the white T-shirts and the pack of cigarettes rolled up in them.
Yeah.
They were a little older than me, but they were a little bit of a threat. Those cars ran a little bit. And I just wonder if that's a kid or a grandkid. I should have said something, but I opted to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, that was a good choice. That was a good choice. When the lights are on in the police vehicle behind us, watch the Ranchero video, you'll see that.
This is the 30-mile-per-hour sign they got us yesterday.
Well, what a great car. What a fun time taking it out on its first test journey. I feel safe that it's made it through. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
Lou, thank you. Thanks for coming all the way to Texas to see these old Fords.
My pleasure.
We just try to save old Fords. That's all we do.
There we go.